And now, please welcome San Diego State University's president, Sally Roush.
Thank you, and good morning to all of you wonderful and interesting people. I want to start by thanking a number of people who helped put this together. I want to thank Marcy and Chimizi for your remarks. I look forward to working with you this year, and as both of you said, I'm confident we're well equipped for the year ahead working together. I would also like to thank Leah Morales for joining us today. We are fortunate to enjoy the support of over 400,000 passionate alumni of the Alumni Association, which has sponsored the Monty Awards for many, many years. Thank you, Leo. And thank you to the Alumni Association, along with Aztec Shops, and to Provost Enwemeka for supporting faculty excellence. Our Monty Award winner stories were so very impressive. I have to say, each and every one of you now has a special place in that category of interesting and wonderful people. All of you out here and all of you out here. I'm not too much of a crybaby, but I did get tears a few little times. And did we lose our toddlers? Okay, we have a 5-year-old here whose mommy won an award. You want to say hi? Okay, hi. And the 2-year-old made an exit stage left, I think, or right. I hope all of you were very proud of the achievements we reviewed in the video of the past year. The collective efforts of each and every one of you, regardless of your roles or because of your roles, are inspiring as we begin this year. I want to thank you for your dedication day in and day out to serve San Diego State University and the public good. Convocation is a custom that binds us to our rich history, to our 120 years of leadership, and counting, I might add. Recent events in our nation make it clear that now, more than ever, there is a need to gather as a community of friends and coworkers to exercise our leadership and to reaffirm our shared values of diversity, inclusion, and respect. As we embark on another year of serving the public through excellence in teaching, scholarship, creative activities, and service, we have the opportunity to demonstrate the benefit of living our shared values every day. I had someone recently send me a letter saying that diversity wasn't a value, it was a condition. Either way, I think it's one of the most important things that we experience on a daily basis at San Diego State University, so that even, or especially when we may have disagreements, our foundation of respect and civility will see us through whatever the year may bring. One thing this year will bring is the completion of the final year of our strategic plan, Building on Excellence. Marcy gave a great summary of that plan that has seen us through these past several years. Its initiatives have led to record high graduation rates, nationally recognized scholarship, and engaged alumni and friends who donated $105 million just this last year alone to support our students and programs. And Mary Ruth, I like to say the big number, $815 million over the course of the campaign, and $88 million from faculty and staff. If that isn't a remarkable number, I don't know what is. Yes. It's an uncommon thing. I've been told from people at other universities that their faculty and staff would never do anything like that. So another point of pride for us. During this year, we will continue our focus on student success, which occurs first in the classroom, but also, as you've seen with our awardees here, everywhere that the influence of their interaction with their professors takes them. To that end, student success, we will seek to hire 88 new tenure-track faculty with a continuing emphasis on inclusive excellence. We continue to recruit and support underrepresented students, and we will improve time to degree by moving up the registration timeline, a not easy task that we have a lot of people working very hard to do, by continuing improvements in student advising, and by building on our success in increasing summer enrollment, which was significantly online this past summer. So if it felt a little vacant around here to you as it did to me, it's because we had so much of the summer enrollment online. The Fowler College of Business and the College of Extended Studies are collaborating on our first undergraduate degree program, a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. I actually found that to be a bit of a surprise. I thought we would have had another one by now, but no, it's the first, for sure? Okay. First of more to come, I'm sure. At SDSU Imperial Valley, we are partnering with the University of California and UABC to offer courses that will prepare students for jobs in sustainable energy. We also will pilot aspects of our new Sophomore Success Program, which in part emphasizes the academic benefits of living on campus. Activities and events outside the classroom will continue to enrich learning. The Acting Surgeon General of the United States will be speaking at our fall Provost Distinguished Lecture. And in the spring, our music and dance student will present SDSU Pops downtown at Copley Symphony Hall. I'm sure it will be another sellout event. Where's Joyce? It will. I don't know where she is. There she is. Okay. We will continue our distinctive focus on integrating undergraduate scholarship and research across many programs. We will be increasing participation in the Student Research Symposium, which I think is just a wonderful event. I hope many of you have served as judges in that program. It's just an outstanding activity. We will be increasing the number of graduate students who mentor undergraduates, and we will be developing a website to match students with research in faculty labs. A very noteworthy event, which Marcy alluded to, will be the opening of the Engineering and Interdisciplinary Sciences Complex, scheduled for early next year. And a tidbit that I learned just this morning is that it's such a dynamic building that immediately upon opening, we'll start to renovate a lab for somebody on this stage. So he can continue to do his wonderful research. This building will double teaching facilities and space for engineering students, as well as research space for engineering and sciences. There will be new labs, collaborative spaces, a brain imaging facility, and a space for entrepreneurial efforts. Our success in completing this great facility, to which we owe President Hirschman an incredible vote of thanks. People who've been around the university as long as I have, which is a long time, know that forever we wanted a new engineering building. And an opportunity arose because of changes that happened with state funding and the way the state system was handling things, and Elliot saw that opportunity and he went for it. And from the time that Tom McCarran told me we were thinking about it and the time I heard that it was a done deal, I couldn't believe it was true. So really, thank you to President Hirschman for that remarkable accomplishment. But our success in completing this facility reminds us of the importance of the right kind of space. I had tea and cookies with as many of the Monty awardees as were available, and we were talking a little bit about the Csu Graduation Initiative, which is to double the four-year graduation rate by 2025. And I will say the faculty members said, really? It's a daunting task, but one observation that stuck with me is that what we need in order to be able to do that, along with more faculty, is more of the right kind of space. And to that end, you may have read that San Diego State is part of the community discussion around the future of Qualcomm Stadium. That will give us an opportunity to have land to develop the right kind of space if we're successful in reaching the right kind of partnership there. We have said quite publicly that we believe any development on the Mission Valley site should serve higher education and the public good, which we of course do, as well as the community's goals and aspirations for that site. As we saw in our video, the scholarship, teaching excellence, and artistic success that occurs every day at our university is broad and well recognized. The faculty and staff who make this possible achieve this excellence despite the challenges that we face and have faced and overcome for many years. Someone said to me after joining San Diego State not too long ago that we were kind of gritty and scrappy about what we do here and how we do it. He knows who he is. He just smiled in the front row here. And he's right. Something that distinguishes us is our determination when someone says you can't do that to say, yes, we can. This year, despite the improved economy, we've demonstrated again that we can persevere. State funding accounts for just 21% of our total revenue. That is an improvement over a few years ago when it was hovering just above 10, but it still falls far short. The campaign for SDSU has ended, but private philanthropy remains critical to our future. A key initiative this year is continued fundraising, in particular for the $25 million Fowler Challenge. For now, our budget remains stable. We were able to allocate this year an additional $5 million in base budget funding and over $24 million in one-time funds to support our strategic plan and critical support needs. But I want to take a moment and consider the most important thing we will do this year, and that is to help select a new president for San Diego State University. The Campus Advisory Committee that Marcy mentioned has sought and continues to seek your input. And the Trustees Search Committee, which is where the decision will actually make place as to what candidates to put forward, that search committee will solicit your input on the qualifications, the characteristics, and the qualities that you want in the 9th president of San Diego State University. I implore you to give this task your best thinking and recommendations. The Presidential Search Committee will hold an open forum for your thoughts on September 25th from 12:30 to 2:30 at the Parma Payne Goodall Alumni Center. And I know from past experiences with the trustee search committees that I've been a part of, that they listen very, very carefully and attentively to the input that they get from the campus. It's very, very important that you can articulate not our past complaints about each other. We have those. We know that we do, and we just move on. But what we want for our future. What kind of qualifications, qualities, and characteristics. So I hope you will give that some really careful thought and that you'll participate in this crucial task. Because in the end, the success San Diego State University enjoys today is due to the hard work and efforts of faculty and staff, students and alumni over 12 decades, but also over the next decades to come. So finding someone who can lead you forward in that first year of the next 120, or will it be 121 by then, is really an important thing to do. At this point in my remarks, I was going to share a story with you about something very meaningful to me at San Diego State. But after thinking about the wonderful and interesting Monty Award winners here and those stories that we saw this morning, where I know each one of them had a special memory of San Diego State, rather than share my special memory, which seems kind of selfish now that I'm standing up here in front of all of you, I'd like for you all, or each of you and together, however that it works for you, to think about something special about San Diego State University for yourselves. It might be something that you did yourself. It might be something that you did with a group. It might be some new discovery that you made. It might be how much you loved teaching a particular class on that particular day. It might be helping a student on their new day find directions to their classroom. I love doing that. It makes me feel like I have a role and purpose that is important. There are so many opportunities to feel good about your contribution to the university. So while you're talking with each other and getting to know our awardees this year, I would really like to ask that you share with each other those special moments that you have in your memory about San Diego State. These stories from our history will remind us that whatever large or small part one may have at SDSU, we are all contributors in the classrooms, laboratories, offices, and hallways. We are contributors to the future of the university. This year, we will add our own contributions to this tradition of sustained excellence. If we continue to have the courage to make tough decisions, to hold ourselves accountable, to recognize and value the diversity of ways that each of us contributes, and to demonstrate the creativity needed, and I would say the scrappiness and edginess needed to find new pathways, then we will persist and persevere on our collective journey of excellence. So I thank you all, and I look forward to an exciting year of success. Jean is waiting to come up here, but I want to just ad-lib a couple things here, which I know makes Catherine crazy. I want to thank Catherine Snap, who helps me put together all of these remarks, which I edit often, and I'm sure it's a frustration, but it's all the better for her help in getting that done. And I want to thank someone whose words I plagiarized a little bit. I do have them in quotes on my speech, and that's Steve Welter. He spent a lot of time reviewing the remarks and helped remind me of the wonderful essence of San Diego State University. So Catherine and Steve, thank you in particular.